was I to know what went on behind its closed doors?
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of
Sleeping
iniquity.
and sex acts of all manner, of course.
What's plain to you wasn't so plain to Minnie, Will.
Minnie Lazel wasn't so sheltered.
I just want somewhere warm and
very
safe.
little is hidden behind doors.
Are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to
Right.
cut loose.
Hear me out.
The librarian does this thing.
Jerez's caress also has rooms.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms,
Birthday boy's just
music,
nervous, but don't
and
worry.
all-round pleasant
Everyone
folks,
is Jerez's
from what I've heard.
Jerez is a-
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Jerez's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great.
It will when you've
We
met
can
the
bunk with
drought.
10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Father, give me strength.
We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
Don't you two have rocks for brains? What were you thinking?
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip.
Right.
On all fours
Hear me out.
and-
Jerez's caress also has rooms.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Boy's just nervous, but don't
Listen,
worry.
it's got
Everyone
private
is Jerez's
rooms,
Jerez.
music, and all-round pleasant folks. I hope you have better luck than us finding a room. Pickings are slim.
Worms Crossing.
Jerez's caress isn't just
This place has been
Why
a
does
haven.
Worms Crossing have so
And
few
Harpers were
lodgings?
less than welcome in
We
this
need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house?
Seems hard to imagine that haven't always been appreciated.
We can bunk with 10 other people and
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
exhausted.
Dumped a lot of them.
There's not even any goddamn dragons round here to slay. Bet they let us in then.
Which means we're getting a real room.
I believe I got kicked out of a temple.
How's an adventurer supposed to do
Never
a
wanted the
damn
easy
job
path.
around here?
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business. This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here.
How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn job around here?
You'd think a bunch of martyrs would be happy to see a trader.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
You are safe, my love. I'm here.
I want to have a word.
I won't let anything...
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. How dare you accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Also has roots.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Bridge guards.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Had so few lodgings. We need at least a double.
Our chance to start over.
Stupid idea.
We can run with 10 other people.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans. But I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Are safe.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You burnt your head recently. Didn't you spot 'em by the gate? Big metal bastards, even bigger swords. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? Ah, it's no good, I tell you.
Hear me out. Teresa's caress
They can turn into mist
also
now.
has roots.
I'm not the only one with new tricks.
Staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks. From what
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break...
Keep a blade close. Watch your back.
I believe I got kicked out of a temple.
Like a rat.
Pleasure is physical.
Quietly.
why does one brothel have so few lodgings? We need at least a double.
We will when you bet this round.
Maybe the circus would be more open to traders?
One of them has sticky fingers. You're sleeping in the gutter in that den of a mill.
Step careful. Be very, very quiet. With pleasure.
Let's go.
What to do?
Everyone is arrested.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. And if a patron uses you for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his...
what's hiding here?
Good.
Just about wetting your whistle.
Free for the taking.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical. It's a state.
This calls for careful work. Carefully now. Should mind my step. Out of sight, out of mind.
Den of decadent delights. Maybe the surface?
Moving in.
I don't mind it.
Your thievery has been noticed. Choose your next move carefully.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers.
How was I to know what went on behind its closed doors?
Sleeping in the gutter, then that's Jennifer.
Cazadores this time. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Come to Baldur's Gate.
I have something to ask.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. The bridge god. There's not even any.
I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you.
Our chance to start over.
You've been pulling all night.
Word to the wise. Does? They wouldn't let me in. Spouted. So did I. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business.
The master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even R.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
It's got private rooms,
No worry.
and all around pleasant folks, from what I...
I can't sit here until the end of the
Who uses me for a member of
Should
staff?
return for the ceremony.
I'd probably break
We
his...
have time. The runaway is still missing
They
after
can
all.
turn into mist now. I'm not the only one with new tricks.
How was I to know what went on behind its closed doors?
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. The bridge god.
I found so many victims.
Come to Baldur's
Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind.
Something's on my mind.
I'm here.
Part of me.
We should go.
I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion? It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. Then we'll deal with it. It can't be worse than everything else we've faced. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
Leave no trace.
Rocks for brains. What were you thinking?
Let's keep to the shadows. What fun.
I just want to go home and...
You are safe.
Pleasure house?
I'm here.
Decadent
I won't
delight.
let anything happen to you.
Look at you. All night is to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Just like old times.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve
more
to
fish.
cut loose.
Like Marion.
Right. Hear me out. Teresa's caress.
Whoever's behind that lock, it's being watched close.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Like Marion.
Ready or not. Simple.
Hear me out. Teresa's caress also has
Time for discretion. With ease. Watch the shadows.
Teresa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, dreams.
Exactly.
On tippy
Pleasure
toes.
isn't just
Easy.
physical. It's a state. You will when you've met the drought.
How about to give me strength? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with...
On my way. On the hunt. What fun. Let's prowl. By the signal heard.
Honestly.
Well, I do.
It's your birthday.
Which
You
means we're
deserve
getting
to
a
cut
real
loose.
room.
Like Marion does this thing with her whip. On all fours and...
Just like old times.
Such a prude.
Hear me out. Teresa's caress
Everyone is Teresa's
also has
Simple.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
There is much to do.
Confuses me for a member of staff.
Let me guess, you need something.
Break his nose.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical. It's a
Let's get going.
doesn't make any sense. You will when you've met the drought.
Why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
happen to you.
Look at you.
What path lies before me? That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Your stealing has caught someone's attention. What will you do? You'll walk free for now, but you...
Why does Bronze Crossing have so few lodges? We need at least a double. Great. We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. You're better off sleeping in the gutter than that.
Very well.
There's a house. I just want somewhere warm and...
Just out of view. Don't want to draw any attention. I don't need any attention right now.
And him a patron confuses me for a
Softer than a whisper. These boots have seen everything.
Direct me. Not this again.
Tempers are rising.
My pleasure.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You want your head. It's all right.
Let's move. Breathe quiet. Move with care. Can't risk being in open view. What's in here? I need a quick word.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these? You want so?
Best be on my way. All right, time to skulk about.
waste a step.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch.
Don't waste a step.
Teresa's caress isn't just about letting you.
Is this me for a member of staff?
This calls for careful footwork. What do we have here? Best be on my way. Something good here, I hope.
Rude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Shire's caress is a professional.
Shire's caress.
Teresa's caress isn't just about wet.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just...
Me for a member of staff?
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
There's blood by the bed. Don't mind if I do.
Why does one building have so few lodgings?
A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here, crossed off. A target list, perhaps? Are those organs in these vials? Yuck.
notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source, a body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Seeking answers. My boy had a secret. Evil secret. Killed folk. Slowly. He liked it. Ill-mater temple. Didn't see exactly who. Me. And...
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
We are not
staying in a brothel.
Here we go.
Listen, it's got private rooms and all-round pleasant folks.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff. Why does World's Crossing have so few lodgings?
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. Dolor. Weird fella. He'd come and go, quiet as a bug's breath. Never here when his mum needed him. Always here when she didn't. Oh? Oh dear. A dwarf, you say? Fion. One of Mamselle's girls from Charesse's Caress. Been gone for a 10-day. Smiled as wide as the wide, but twice as sunny. You don't suppose the murderer... Oh, goodness no. It's too horrible to imagine. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low. Gotta keep low. Murderer won't hear a peep out of me.
Why does one crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great. We can bunk with
Worms
10 other
Crossing.
people and pray none of them have sticky
This
fingers.
place has been a haven. And Harpers were less than welcome in the city
Sleeping in the
proper.
gutter, then that den of iniquity.
Seems hard to imagine your efforts haven't always been appreciated.
Oh, a Harper does not go in for public acclaim. We work in shed.
This adventure.
It's not even any.
What's up for discussion?
Dar was right. This was a
I'm here.
Word to the wise. Give that ill mate. Does? They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some. So did I. You're welcome. This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you. Pleasure doing.
Sharess's caress isn't just wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner,
Hear me out. Exactly. Chares's caress also has
Bridge guards.
staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a man
Better be cautious. Don't mind if I do.
Why does one's crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double.
Oh, better not be
How
cursed.
about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Light on my feet.
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity. Down, sweet.
Certified, no magically.
Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable day.
Rationing that we can't leave anything to chance.
Might be useful.
If any of us would be so fortunate. Imagine
I got it. No, thanks.
For the list.
If the absolute army stays, they won't care about you.
Hear me.
We are not staying in a brothel.
I've shown no signs of lycanthropy, thank you very much. But should that change, I'll take it you're volunteering to be childminder.
Probably break his nose.
Buy me some protective gloves. Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with a ring on it. Sleeping in the gutter, then that Jennifer's.
Welcome to the Caress, an oasis of pleasure. A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? I thought as much. Those eyes tell a story. Punishment is your pleasure. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again. Even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over.
But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist. My hands are full, sweetheart. You want a drink? Hoots is your woman. You want pleasure? See Mamselle Amira.
The nymph's got a sweet tongue and a figure to match, eh?
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sheress's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon. Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Sheress Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks about ready to burst. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The gal knows what she wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot. Have a look. All set, are you?
Guild, yeah. That's what I heard.
Your tongue, spoon.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed. The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 fingers.
New guy. Trouble.
I should speak up.
Guild, yeah.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches.
New guy in trouble.
With haste.
Yeah, you got that
Very well.
right.
The two men bark. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah. Seems everyone's got business with her. Heard the gal met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. Hey, you still lurking about? I don't remember inviting you to the party. Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
Don't fret. You don't have to think about a thing. I want to. I just have such a headache.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Gods. Stelmane is really gone then.
Conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Sometimes a lady has to make her presence known. Delicately, of course. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
Brought so many to their knees.
Continue down.
A drow or a drink, sweetie. There is no...
You can stare as much as you like.
Was that human?
9 hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? 9 hells. Whatever you think, you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder. Inside the device. I collect packages from Verloga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to. Because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Verloga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering, a pass granting you access to the lower city.
You can't be serious. They'll find me. A cell won't keep me safe. They run this city. All right, I'll go. But if I'm found hanging in my cell, it'll be on your conscience.
We've done something wrong.
We are not in trouble. Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
Straight to the heart was that one.
We can dance, if you want to.
Was that human boy insisting on playing his acoustic lute version of High House of Wonders again?
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamselle.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick. We are twins. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to. Ah, you're lucky, sister.
You're welcome if you have the coin.
There are scant few customers.
Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
Ah.
I'll be a little treat for you, then. This way. We have a room upstairs over yonder side.
Don't fret. You don't have to think about a thing.
Cucumbers have been taken from the pantry.
But just such a headache.
Doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drow.
If you had any bargaining chips, they've all rather floated off into the astral. You're out of luck.
I will be.
You came. I'm so pleased. You can never tell who's going to get cold feet. So, now that you're here, what next? An experience no one else here will give you. A chance to be embraced in the dark. But what that means is up to you. And of course, there's no charge. Anything for someone who helped find Fionn. So, what can I do for you? A tender touch? Some sensory stimulation? Then, let's begin.
In the darkness, you can feel hands moving over your body, touching, squeezing, caressing.
Your body is such a treat. I'm so glad you chose to share it with me. So glad we have this time together.
Her hands slip under your clothes, running down your chest, your stomach, between your legs. You drag your tongue in a winding line from beneath her earlobe down along her collarbone.
Thank you. Thank you.
You hold her so tightly, enveloping her in your arms. Her heart starts to flutter faster, like that of a small animal. You're not sure how long your time together lasted, but it was long enough. By the end, you felt like you were floating in the dark, utterly at peace.
That was wonderful. Perhaps you'll enjoy a drink in the bar before you brave the streets again. That was wonderful. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm in the city's chaos. With Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls.
More than your fate and mine rests.
Always room for more?
Even if you had it, what in the nine hells would you do with it? Think a little, Captain Voss.
He can be set free. I know he can be set free.
Better not be cursed.
If you had any bargains.
Don't fret. You don't have to think about a thing.
I want to, but I just have such a headache.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
Sorry, love. I'm rather preoccupied at the moment.
Much better to make drinks.
We can dance.
Do you think we...
You have had my sister. Now, we will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two of us.
Return to us if you...
You have had my sister. Now, we will only allow...
Return to us if you have a lover.
I promise.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. Ugh. Thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom. I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out from under...
What's hiding here? The lips, the tongue. If you're mighty.
The drown.
Confuses me.
Father, give me strength. I'd probably break his nose. You two have rocks for brains.
Or in toys with us, where she could destroy us.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing. Can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
To illithids, yes. But despite your reckless embrace of the parasite and recent mutations, you're no mind flayer. Not yet. Orpheus would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin, too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kilir.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it, and I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Delights.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours and... Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Shires's caress is a professional. I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Shires's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind. That doesn't make any sense. It will when you've met the drought. Shires's caress. Oh, Father, give me strength.
Staying in a brothel.
It's got private rooms, music, and all Rome's pleasant folks, from what I understand. Do you two have rocks for brains? What were you thinking? You haven't even got inside yet. I am not going inside.
Brothel? Pleasure
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Sharess's Caress is a professional.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Sharess's Caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
Doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drought.
Oh, Father, give me strength. Hear me. Sharess's Caress also has.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms. Do you two have rocks for brains? And all-round present folks.
thinking?
Haven't even got inside.
Confuses me for a member of
I'm not going inside.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
The neighbours are talking out their asses. Besides, our pantry is full.
Let's go to pawn shops. She has the most fabulous sandals. It's perfect for
Fine fruit.
Do you two have rocks for brains? What were you thinking?
You haven't even got inside.
I am not going inside.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
bushbreakers.
So loud! Looking for a loving home!
Let's crack it open.
Mate, it's your birthday. You just have to cut loose.
Librarian does this thing.
No one stopped me yet.
You're on a force.
At the ready.
I can't hear you!
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just announced, but don't worry. Everyone in Shures's caress is a professional.
We're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
What's in here?
Don't fret. You don't have to think about it.
I'll take that.
I mean, to try.
You deserve to lose.
Librarian does that.
Caress is a professional. The stitch on this leather armor is
How long do the effects last?
Yes, darling, it's
It
very
depends on the person and their virility. I'd recommend for a suit, 2 doses. Look at you.
I don't mind it. Honestly. Side.
I sense some hesitation in you.
Give up a chippy for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
Of course. Set your worries at
Maggots will be done. One true way.
Sign on.
A simple task. A simple task. A minor hindrance. It will happen. A minor hindrance.
Securing.
This armor was such a bargain.
Let's go to Calm's Gums. She has fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a
Any
shirt.
of us would be so fortunate. I would, but this armor was pricey.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
It was, but the armor is hard to find.
Securing.
Objective noted.
Yes, but they were Gortations, which makes him the inventor. How about we settle on...
Confuses me.
I probably... The stench of
No one back home will ever believe this. Time to press ahead.
Darling, it's very leather-like. Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
This armor was such a bargain.
Darnish.
Bit of genius.
Assume nothing.
We've got a long road ahead.
Person with you. They enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it? Sir, I had no less
How
than...
much farther can I go?
Probably break his
I can't hear you. Don't be such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Cheres's Caress is a professional.
Forget your work. These four walls are a world.
Sorry, I've just felt so distracted recently. Such
Cheres's Caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. There's dancing, dinner,
What a day. Simple.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of being.
Never a dull moment.
It will when you've met the drought.
Another step forward.
Am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Calim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I most certainly do. Jara is the most valued.
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
I smell blood. Jimmy on the go.
The dance macabre. This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
The scent of blood is in the air. Yes! Cancel this!
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. Is it not in the Illithid's barbarity that we find its splendor? Your eyes are no less monstrous, I assure you. A lesser woman might be frightened, but I am no lesser woman.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full, your mind rested, your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
If you seek rapture, find it elsewhere. I can show you but once.
Let's see. Don't mind if I do.
For brains. What are you thinking?
If your mighty Mars needs...
I got it. I got it.
Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Skaketh. Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one, too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting.
Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round...
Tried and tested by yours truly.
What does it feel like?
In a word, sir. Exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burned.
Let's go to Calm's Guts.
And
She has
the-
the most fabulous scent.
the person with you.
Perfect for a shout.
They enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it. Sir, I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning.
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
10 loaves of
How else
bread.
was I supposed to see their optics?
Are you sure?
How long do the effects last?
It depends on the person and their virility. Our pantry for you. I'd recommend
What I wouldn't give to be
2 doses.
vintage of steel.
Darling, it's very
seems like a lot.
leather-like.
To pleasure your fine maiden, to feel her fingers grip yours and pure
Guardians?
Dinner with my parents. Remember?
Yes, but they were Gothic,
Good.
which makes him
Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
Gondians and...
Certified, not magically altered.
Like what?
I'll know it when I see it. Let's go to Calm's Guts. She
I
has the
sense
most
some hesitation
fabulous scent.
in you.
It's perfect for a shout.
Foundry. It's just impressive to need something like this.
Whatever form. Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips the tongue? If your mighty Mars needs...
I got it. And
You are
thanks.
not wearing armor
Of course.
to meet my mother and father.
Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
Oh, honey, yes, we should stock up.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey.
But I love honey. I love honey so much.
Well,
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure.
Darling, it's very leather-like.
every substance has been tried and tested by yours truly.
Well, we're shopping for
What does it feel like?
dinner with my parents.
In a word,
Remember?
Certified, not
exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burns like the noonday sun.
And the other person with you. They enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it. So I have no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very
It's perfect for a shirt.
Actually, Gordon invented the steel watch.
15 loaves it is.
No.
You told me
he
the armor
merely
was a
offered
bargain.
patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch. How long do the effects last?
It depends on the person
You are not
and
wearing
their virility.
armor to meet my mother and father.
I'd recommend 2 doses.
2? That seems like a lot.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine maiden, to feel her fingers grip yours in pure
The steel watch foundry. Shh. Come on, eh?
Yes, darling, it's very
Let
leather-like.
them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
Certified, not
We're
magically
shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents. Remember?
This armor was such a bargain.
I sense some hesitation in you. Tea is a luxury. Good sir. We don't need honey.
It's just impressive to need something like this.
Whatever form. Does the hand not assist the
Let's go
lips?
to Calm's Guts.
The lips the
She has
tongue?
the most
If your mighty
fabulous
Mars
scent.
needs...
It's perfect
I
for a
got
shirt.
it. And thanks.
Of course. Set your worries at ease.
You told me the armor was a
You're in
bargain.
safe hands.
You madman.
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
The neighbours are talking out their arses.
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
My good man. Every substance has been tried and tested by yours.
What does it feel like?
In a word, sir, please.
Yes, darling, it's very...
Almost painful. My body burned like the moon.
Open up.
And the other person with you. You enjoyed it.
We settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them.
Let's go to Calm's Guts. She has...
I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
Us would be so fortunate.
Imagine seeing a watch of parts for the first time.
And their virility.
My heart.
For you. 2 doses.
2? That seems like a lot.
Money is a luxury. We don't need to...
Shh. People will leave.
Slow down.
I'm not going inside.
Brothel, pleasure house, den,
How delicious. Goes in higher. She wants to be rid of that brute. No. Isn't it right? Oh, for a skeleton king. No need a leash. Game.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Have to keep going.
Halt, oppressor! I am reclaiming the victuals in this basement for the good of ratkind. Are you not? Well, you aren't one of us. You lot hoard your delectable riches while my brothers and sisters starve. We will, and we don't need your permission.
It depends on the person.
Frank.
More for me? I have something to ask.
Oh, you'd better have a good reason for...
Looking for a loving home.
Good sir.
I'll know it when I see it.
Don't touch me.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Easy.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Every substance has been tried and tested by yours.
If not over, then through.
Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath.
I'll give it a shot. Something good here, I hope.
Should be easy.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Breathe deep and move. Need to find a way forward.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You're free to go.
Let the man breathe. Let's go to Calm's
That
Gulls.
watcher sent me flying.
Fabulous sendal. It's
Did you
perfect
see how
for a
far
shot.
that watcher threw me? I would have been 10 This armor was pricey. You tried to climb up one.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
I wouldn't mind a dancing axe of my own.
Movement charm wouldn't be too hard to apply to such an
Welcome
object.
to Denthilon's
I could
dance.
conjure one up for you if you like.
Don't draw any trouble on old Enthar. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Invented the steel watch?
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken.
I should speak up.
Which makes him the inventor.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
You can turn off the charm, Entharl. She's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key. Agreed. Didn't stop you here as lot from nesting in my cellar.
Entharl's no harper, and claims no love for those who are. But he's been known to shelter us when we need it.
Entarl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today. To buy? You're already my favorite. A pleasure. Door on the door till our friends are done. God forbid we do anything.
I'd love to, thanks.
Oh, action, not reaction.
No time to dally.
Can't give up now.
Dinner with my...
What do you need? Short fat.
Can't slow down.
What do you need? Short father.
Shall we continue? Sylvanus' blessings. I am ready.
Looking ahead.
Whatever shall it be?
Do what must be done.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Charmed, I'm sure. Where am I needed?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Where am I needed?
Careful, I bite.
The pride of the gate.
Someone there?
All right. What now?
What do you need? Short fat. What do you need? Short. What do you need? Short fat.
Let's see what this does. One day I'll catch a break.
High Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes, High Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
The problem with Marcus, of course, we didn't end on the best of terms.
On the victor's path. No time to waste.
Swift and lethal. Taking position.
At the ready.
I am ready. With haste.
In position.
Can't give up.
Ready. Enough circling.
What fools these mortals be.
Eat this!
More of Orin's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Bal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult. Hi, Harper. They're part of it. Ballists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomar. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! Hi, Harper! Please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
I want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind the Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here. Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. Except Geraldus. It has been some time since anyone dared rap my knuckles like you did. No less than I deserve. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. I had hoped to keep it that way. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Best be on my way. What's inside?
On the Gondians and Gortash invented them. Maybe I could wear it to dinner with your folks.
Wearing armor suits my mother and father.
Anything of use?
My parents, remember?
can't return it.
Whether you're getting arrows or getting nailed, we've got the tool for the job.
I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
Eager for battle. Securing. An efficient path.
No time to rest? Don't waste a step. Let's have a look.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
He merely offered patronage. Alguns built it.
Action, not reaction.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Should mind my step.
We're shopping for a suit.
Seems simple enough.
My parents, remember?
We've got the tool for the job.